I've been noticing people here at Christian Care, they all have smiles on their faces and everything, and I thought, what in the world possessed them to come here to start with? And I know in my case, my wife and I, well, my wife's father was here in Christian Care nursing for several years, and they took real good care of him and everything, and I was impressed about that. And then we were invited to several, I guess you'd say, meetings when they built Greenway. And so my wife developed Alzheimer's, and I was taking care of her, and I realized that I couldn't take care of her without some real good help.
That's right.
And I thought of this place, and so I moved her out here, and I moved in Greenway. And my kids said that was the best thing that I could do for them. And so I've been just real happy here. And Billy, how about you?
I have been quite happy here. I was a little bit different circumstances. We had a big house out in the country back near Hot Springs, Arkansas. And we've been married 66 years. And my husband was very, very sick. He was a 100% disabled World War II veteran. And when he passed away, I realized I couldn't stay out in the country. And my baby daughter, Melanie, was a school teacher. She graduated from Harding University in '82 and came out here the next day after graduation and signed her contract that night with Dallas Christian. So she went to work immediately. And she lives here in Mesquite, and I hadn't been able to be around her in a good long while. I kept the road hot between here and there for a long time. And so I was by myself, and she wanted me to move here, and I looked it over, and at one time I had 3 apartments tied up here in Greenway because I was living in one, and they were working in one, and I don't remember. Oh, my furniture was stored in one. So anyway, when I got settled in here, it's home, and I love it. How about you, Rose?
Oh, mine's completely different. We had a beautiful home right here in Mesquite, about 2 or 3 miles from here, and my daughter is ill. She isn't like you say, ill. Jenny can't take medication. So she will have, they give her 6 different pills for blood pressure, high blood pressure, and she can't take them. But this last one, they tell her that she has to take it or she'll have a stroke. So I take care of her, and that's exactly the reason. The big reason is the reason I came here, because I knew I was going to have some help with her. She can't drive. So I just knew that I was going to have help, and I thought, well, go over to Christian Care. And Ron came. He's a jewel. He came, and he said, I was asking for a cabin, and he said, Rose, you won't get one for probably 5 years. He said, but I have an apartment that I want you to look at. And I said, I will not move to Greenway. So don't count on it. So by the time he got back to his office, Jen and I talked, and I said, let's take that apartment. And we hadn't even seen it, but he said, you can make that dining room into a bedroom, and I know you can. By looking at this house, I know you can. And I have a beautiful apartment. And she doesn't get out. She goes to the mailbox and she walks every day. And sick she isn't. She's so sick after she has to take that pill every day. She says her head just swims. So that's my big reason. And I love it here.
Well, that's real good. Phil, how about you?
It was about 25 years ago that my parents moved into a facility somewhat like this in Nebraska. And I knew within a few months that I would eventually want to live in a place like this. They made it so easy for them, all levels of care. During the 3 years before moving here, I visited a total of 23 retirement communities. And the decision was not easy. I liked many of them. But in the end, it was the distinctly Christian atmosphere here that I found
Oh, yeah,
most appealing.
I know that.
That
Don.
really made a difference. The people here are very friendly, as you mentioned. Perhaps I'm the only old grouch here, I think. So
You won't be long.